finally in my zone. All my niggas getting cheese like it's provolone. They ain't with us out the bottom, so they'll never know. Even through trial and error, gotta keep yourself composed. Feel like me, little bitch, I'm chasing all my dreams.
Yes, welcome back to another episode on the Big Steph channel, and we're here after a massive 3 points in the North London Derby. Second North London Derby win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium since it's been built. So fuck off Tottenham again. But first of all, I'm here with Jonathan, the constant guy on the channel. John, tell me how you're feeling when you first see that lineup come out in this game.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I felt like the lineup was really good, given the fact that we had seen good results at Chelsea and we had seen the same results at Wolves. So I was feeling pretty confident about the lineup. I mean, you know, at this point, Arteta seems pretty set in his lineup, and so in that regard, it was valuable.
To be honest, I hope he's set in his lineup because I think we play our best football with this lineup, and again, we see it. Multiple goals. If it wasn't for those two mistakes, we're going to touch on them later. Tottenham had created nothing this game.
Oh, yeah.
Tottenham ran out of ideas by halftime, and I'm pissed that the game ended the scoreline ended closer than it really should have been. But first half, let's talk on the first half. I thought the first half we were absolutely flying, Jonathan. Yeah. We get that early goal, we settled the nerves, and that's massive in the tie. Tell me how you feel when that first goal goes in.
Well, I felt amazing. I mean, like, to go 3-0 up in the first half against Tottenham was not my expectation. And to be honest, I don't think it was anybody's expectation. Hotspur Stadium, even though it's not White Hart Lane, is like a tough place to play. So to go 1-0 up and to go then 3-0 up in the first half against Tottenham was really big. You know, absolutely.
It was massive. And then, first of all, I want to touch on the penalty shot for them first half with Kulusevski going down before we break for the second goal. Kulusevski goes down in the box. Was that a penalty for you?
You know, it's tough. It's really tough. I don't think so. But at the same time, you know, again, we see like VAR where like there was no intent in the ball in the second half and they call a penalty. I do think that this VAR issue is something that they really need to fix in the British Premier League. We saw comments by Pochettino the other day about how massive that like withdrawal was to their chances against Aston Villa. So I do think this is a constant issue, but no, I don't think so.
I agree. No, we break. We go on that brilliant run. Kai Havertz with an immaculate pass. To me, my man of the match today. Thought Kai Havertz was outstanding. Plays that brilliant ball in behind. Finds Bukayo Saka. Shows great composure to finish. Talk to me about Bukayo Saka's performance today and what you feel about Bukayo Saka today.
I mean, that was an amazing goal. And this is the thing about Saka. Like, he does have these periods where he doesn't perform up to his best. But when he's at his best, he can really play well. And I think one of the biggest things about Saka is he gets into these really great positions. And today we saw it full out, like literally, like he's at the end of the field on the right side. And they literally, I think it was Odegaard had the foresight to see that ball and cross that.
No, it was Havertz that played that. It was Havertz that played that.
Havertz, like that's an amazing ball, like 10 out of 10. Like, you're never going to get that if you're the goalkeeper, and you don't want to. Like, that's a goal, you know?
Yeah. And then I was talking in the bar. In the midst of talking, I was talking to someone sitting down next to me right before Declan Rice puts in that corner for the third goal. And someone's chirping in his ear, and I'm saying, you know what? For all of that talking, 3-0. Yeah. Havertz, perfect guy. We couldn't have asked for it better. 3 goals in 2 games in the North London Derby, in London Derby, sorry. Talk to me about Havertz today. I thought Havertz won every aerial duel. I thought he was brilliant today.
I thought Kai Havertz did really, really well. I mean, like, I thought he really forced a lot of chances up top, and he was a really important part of the counterattack. So if you saw that Arsenal was playing a very high line at the beginning, and I think I said to you, I was like, why are they playing such a high line? They were trying to force that first goal. I think Havertz was a big part of that, you know? And Havertz has been a big part of that strategy for a lot of these games.
Yeah. But second half, like I mentioned earlier, slightly, 2 mistakes makes the game very, very nervy. Yeah. I haven't seen David Raya do that all season. How are you feeling about those 2 mistakes, and how are you feeling close to the end of the game?
So listen, I think that this is going to be what's going to happen the next 4 games. Like, we're going to have situations where we're going to dominate, and then games are going to be really close because of some really random thing that happened. And we've got to figure out how to respond. I mean, this is all part of the game. Sometimes you have really like tough mental challenges where you have to get through them. I know in my personal life I play soccer quite often each week, and like on Thursday I had a player that had a concussion in the middle of the game, and we still had to play the game. So like this stuff happens, and you just have to move on. I think Mikel and Rhea will have a discussion. The goalkeeping staff will look at why that happened. I think we all know why it happened. He was playing off his weak foot and trying to clear it out, and stuff like that will happen. The penalty is really something that I think we can't control, and again, kind of goes back to my prior comment about VAR. Like, VAR is a big problem in this league, and I think it's going to be, and sometimes you're on the right end.
So it wasn't a penalty for you?
There was no intent on the ball. I mean, I don't know what the VAR was seeing that I wasn't, but there was no intent on the ball, so from my perspective, that's not a penalty, I mean, if you're going for the ball at the same time and you're coming up and you're trying to clear and someone gets hit, frankly, in the nuts, like there's not much you can do about that. But that's not a penalty.
But some would say that's the meaning of the game. To be honest, it's a very debatable penalty, whether it's given or not. I mean, there's nothing we could do about it, and I'm glad because we get 3 points regardless. You know what? That's what matters most. Coming out every single game with the maximum points as possible. If you was to give a man a match after today's performance, who would you give it to?
Man of the match, I mean, I think man of the match goes to Saka. I think Saka played really well.
A lot of people have been saying that.
I think Saka needed like a game where he could really recover and really build the strength of the fan base, and I think he did that today. I think Saka was my man of the match.
Yeah. Thank you, John, so much. I appreciate you for being on the channel. Thank you guys for watching another episode on the Big Steph channel. Look at you guys.